Hello, folks. Rodrigo back at you with another terrific CAD video. You're going to love this one. This one's going to be great. We're still on the sketching theme. And here I am again. But I'm going to get rid of my face here so I can concentrate on the CAD. You should have the paper in front of you, and maybe you did this one. And we are moving on to this one. So I'm going to guide you through this one right here. All right, cool. So it looks like we start with a construction line, a horizontal line, and a vertical line. Sketch a vertical construction line, bottom endpoint coincident with the origin is shown. This will help us define the center of our sketch. So that's the origin. Sketch a horizontal line with the right endpoint coincident to the origin, then sketch a vertical line as shown. Be sure all the constraints are basically there. All right, so it doesn't say that. Cool, let's do that. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. So we're going to do a sketch and we're going to do front plane. Let's click the front face. We are doing a construction line. So let's go construction. There we go. And we don't know dimensions yet, but we're going vertical. So make sure that the vertical line constraint, as you see, it comes up right there. Click OK. Also, ensure, I believe if you are in the, I need to ensure that you are in the same document or you are in a different document, whatever the instructions tell you to do. And your workspace units need to be millimeters for this one. So wherever the instructions tell you to go, make sure you're there and put it in millimeter units. And this one just so happens to be the same as the last one. So that is also in millimeter units. So, but you're doing the work wherever your teacher is asking you to. The sketch, I went out of the sketch, it's still there, but I can just left click, double click on it and keep going on it. And I have a line that is also coincident to the origin. I'm going horizontal, make sure the horizontal line comes up there. And then I'm going vertical, make sure the vertical line or the perpendicular line comes up there. All right. And I need to, this never. All right. So we have vertical, horizontal, and sketch a 3-point arc, placing the 2 endpoints first, and the third click will place the arc in the middle. Click 1, click 2, click 3. Refer to the bubbles shown in the image. 1, 2, 3. Be sure the bottom endpoint arc is coincident at the top endpoint of the blue vertical line, and the top endpoint should not be vertical to the bottom. You do not want this one vertical to that, otherwise it's going to mess things up. All right, let's take a look here. So I believe we have a 3-point arc. So this is 1, and then make sure that is not vertical. You don't want that. Okay. So just go off somewhere aside. 2, and then 3. All right. Cool. Going back to here. And we did that. Terrific. Use the mirror entities command to mirror the 2 lines and arc about the construction line. After choosing the mirror entities command, select the construction line to mirror about. After choosing the mirror entities, oh yes, okay. So first, after choosing the mirror entities, you select this, and then you choose what you want to mirror. Then select 3 sketch entities to mirror shown. Be sure to turn off the mirror entities command before continuing on to the next step. Great. So mirror right here, and first we choose this, and then we choose what we want to mirror. This guy, and that guy. All right, and we're going to turn that off before we move on to the next step. Okay, add a tangent arc between the two arcs by selecting the tangent arc tool from the sketch toolbar. Then click on the endpoint of arc 1 as shown in the image of bubble label 1. Next, click on the endpoint of the arc as shown with a bubble label 2. Be sure the new arc is tangent at both existing arcs. So we need to make a tangent constraint on both. I believe the tangent arc only does one side. I don't know if it does the other side. So we'll confirm that it has a tangent arc. So we're going to do a tangent from here to here. All right. And it's I don't know if you've noticed this, but this turned gray, meaning it is a closed loop. And I could extrude this. If you want something closed, then you need to have it turn gray. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to show constraints here. We have a coincident, but we don't have a tangent. I'm going to go ahead and do a tangent constraint between this guy and that guy. And it didn't come up, but let's see here. We're going to keep going with that. I'm going to think it is okay because this did a tangent arc. So it's basically meaning it's on the same line right there. And so I'm going to assume those are on the same line. This right here is the symmetric. So those two sides are symmetric. So that's what we did. That's good. Okay. We are going to add a coincident constraint between the construction line and the center of the arc to the construction line. So this is a coincident constraint, between here and there. Ours looks a lot bigger. Oh, there it kind of went down. Terrific. All right. And okay, so moving on, we're gonna start adding some dimensions here. So we got 200 and then 125, 125, 50, and 75. Let's see how much of this I can remember. Okay. All right. So this is 200. Oh, I was going to get a lot bigger. Oops. Now to change dimension, you have to get out of this. So hit escape or escape dimension. And now you can replace this. So, all right, we're getting a lot bigger here. Now, I don't even remember what the other dimensions were. Was this one 75? We are going to have to look. 125, 75. Okay. 125. And this one is 75. 75. Maybe this one's 50. No, it's 50 down here. And then we have 125 on that guy right there. Okay, so everything is black. I'm going to turn my constraints off and make sure it looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out on the outside and make it look nice and clean. Let's double check to make sure that we are looking like that. And it does look to me like we have what we want. Okay. We continue with the same sketch to create the inside sketch profiles. Offset the outside arc 40 millimeters inside to create the second arc. Use the O shortcut key. Okay. Then we are going to offset that arc. Okay. Not sure if the O key works on mine. Okay, it does. Offset. All right, cool. And then you can drag that down, or we can also type in the value, which is 40. I'm going to click OK, and then I'm just going to type in 40. So I basically pressed Enter and then 40. All right, but that is the offset tool right there, and it basically creates a shape in an offset fashion. Sketch a vertical line as shown. Okay. Sure. We will sketch a vertical line as shown. Vertical. All right. And next up, this arc should be tangent to both the offset arc and the line. Sketch a tangent arc connecting the offset arc to the vertical line as shown. Be sure no arc is tangent to both the vertical line and the offset arc. Add tangent sketch to constraints if necessary. All right, that kind of worked, kind of didn't work last time, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. We have tangent arc right here, and we are going to go boom, boom, and we are going to add some tangent constraints here. Okay, and I believe that first one is already set, but by the tangent arc, I think the first one is already set. So Good to go. Sketch the mirror tool. Select the mirror tool to mirror the line and tangent arc about the construction line as shown. Be sure the newly mirrored entities have indicated sketch constraints and coincident, tangent, etc. All right, if I remember correctly from what I told you guys earlier, is that first we select the mirror plane and then we select what we want to mirror. And we want to make sure that these have certain constraints on there. So we are going to click out of that, and we're going to do the tangent constraint between these guys. And okay, that's probably good enough. Terrific. Sketch another tangent arc connecting the two vertical lines at the bottom endpoints. Be sure the arc is tangent to both vertical lines. All right. Tangent arc time again. Really use your mouse. If you're working like this, or if you're working like, this is a graphic medium. I have a huge screen here. If you're working like this, that's really hard to figure things out. So make it big. That's why you get big laptops at school. Let's take off show constraints and really zoom in to where you're working so you can see. All right, just a little catting hack. Okay, so we did the tangent. We want to make sure these are tangent. I want to see if some of these guys are tangent here. So we have a tangent constraint right there. So that should work. Okay. Create a center point rectangle center on the construction line as shown. So center point rectangle. And so we got to skip down here to center point rectangle, and it's got to be in the construction line. And we don't know the dimensions yet, so we are just creating it. All right, done. Add additional dimensions as shown. Okay, so we got 15, 80, and 20, and 25. And since I have a bad memory, I'm just going to put this on my other screen here and do what it is asking me to do. So we have dimensions 20, 80. We have from here to here is 25. And we have this radius is 15. It brought things down. This radius, we need to make a coincident constraint right there. We didn't do that. This radius is 40. And there might be something missing here that we need to do, but we'll fix that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make a coincident constraint here between this guy and that guy. Okay. And we need to do this distance from here to here is, oops, undo. I had coincident lit up. So with this distance from here, don't click on the line. We want that point to that point is 100. All right. Now everything is black and solid. That means it is fully constrained. Okay. The middle tangent arc has a radius of 40. I think we did that. That means it's fully constrained. View normal to the front plane and select the orange sketch we just shown. Note the area at the bottom right corner. Continue next page. Start quiz. No quiz. You guys are relieved of the quiz, but we have 24906.823. Let's see what we got here. Click OK. 24906.823. Fantastic. Great job, guys. Give yourself a pat on the back and a self high five. And that's it. See you soon.